Hello and welcome to World in 5. President Mnangagwa has implored the United Nations to address historical imbalances that continue to shape the international system, threatening peace and impeding development. In a speech read on his behalf by Foreign Affairs and International Trade Minister Dr. Frederick Shava at the summit of the Future Interactive Dialogue in New York last night, the president bemoaned the death of multilateralism and the emergence of unilateralism. President Mnangagwa said young people should be actively involved in the pact for the future so they can shape their tomorrow.
The spirit of solidarity, which is at the center of multilateralism, is increasingly being discarded in favor of unilateralism and exceptionalism. It is therefore critical that the United Nations remains an anchor that underpins all our collective efforts to address challenges that are beyond the capacity of one state or even a group of states. Co-chairs, current global conflicts are stretching our multilateral systems to its limit, with the real possibility of implosion. We have to address the pervasive historical imbalances that continue to shape our international system, from the legacies of colonialism and slavery to the unjust global financial system and outdated peace and security architecture. The Pact for the Future, the Declaration on Future Generations, as well as the Global Digital Compact must enjoin us collectively to address the multifaceted challenges which transcend all our borders.
Zimbabwe's national broadcaster, the Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation, ZBC, is failing to account for over 900,000 United States dollars it was given by Treasury to purchase equipment. This came out during a parliamentary hearing of the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe officials over ZBC legacy debt issues.
The state broadcaster made over 50 purchases outside the country for equipment amounting to 1.3 million United States dollars since 2015. ZBC has only provided proof to the RBZ for 318,000, leaving 982,000 unaccounted for.
The ZBC has been either buying goods or importing equipment. The country pays for that equipment, but there is no evidence that that equipment has been received in the country. And we've got almost, I would say, maybe 50 or so unacquitted imports which they have made. But even while they have that, we have not stopped them from accessing foreign currency on the Winsela environment.
The Grade 7 ZIMSEC examinations started smoothly without any hiccups or delays being reported. Authorities say there were no reports of leaked examination papers on the first day of the examination. More details on the story from Messi Marimbe.
Zimbabwe's Grade 7 class of 2024 set for its final examinations on Monday. Authorities say the COVID-19 era study gap, which had affected most classes, is being gradually addressed.
But be that as it may, we are always at hand to give a helping hand to all those pupils that have fallen behind by implementing the catch-up strategy. We also managed this year to launch the Zimbabwe Early Learning Policy, which instructs that every 4-year-old child should be in school. It also emphasizes that we should have foundational literacy at a very young age, 4 years to 6 years.
Zimbabwe is currently experiencing a cold wave at a time the country traditionally enjoys warmer temperatures. The weather has been characterized by cold and windy mornings and mid-afternoon temperatures. Now, could weather patterns be shifting? To help us unpack this, James Ngoma from the Meteorological Services Department. Different parts of the country were hit by a cold spell since Friday. Are we likely to continue experiencing this pattern? And is the cold front the same with what is happening in South Africa?
These cold spells, as you note, are coming in from the south, where we're getting areas such as the South Pole. You know that the South Pole is our closest cold area, and as we approach the north, we have got the equator. So if we get winds that are coming in from the south and they are very strong, they tend to give us that great difference in the daytime temperatures that causes the body to feel the cold conditions that will be there. There were also occurrences of frost that were apparent in South Africa, where we had areas receiving a bit of snow. So those cold conditions were coming in from further south of that area, and they caused a bit of cloudy conditions over the weekend. So we had predicted that from Friday we're going to be getting cloudy conditions over Matabeleland, South Masvingo, as well as Manicaland and the southern parts of the Midlands, as well as Bulawayo Metropolitan.
Police in Masvingo on Sunday arrested a bus crew and 2 passengers after seizing 62 kgs of marijuana from an Inter-Africa bus along the Masvingo-Beitbridge Highway. The bus driver Tundirai Mafo, his conductor Allen Mberikunashe, as well as 2 passengers Pauline Madakuvaka and Alice Mutanda, were arrested by police who were deployed at a security roadblock at the 10-kilometer peg along Masvingo-Beitbridge Road. An explosion caused by a gas leak at a coal mine in eastern Iran has killed at least 51 people. More than 20 others were injured after the blast in South Khorasan province. It is reported to have been caused by a methane gas explosion in 2 blocks of the mine in Tabas, 540 kilometers southeast of the capital, Tehran. Officials said that there were 69 workers in the blocks at the time of the explosion. It remains unclear how many people are still alive and trapped inside the mine. This is all we had for you. Good afternoon.